Well, as a coach, you don't look at it that way. I think what they've done is they've really, since I've been here, they've provided us with a competitive direction to follow. And points are points, but when you're playing the game the right way and the way they get their points from, they're one of the lead horses is checking the puck back and creating offense from positioning defensively. It's an easy sell for the coach. And for me, it's become easier and easier to sell to the rest of the group because our top players are playing the right way. I'm more impressed with, the points come and go. Like, they've had great offensive years, and they can close, and you give them an odd man rush, and they're going to score. But for me, it's about winning hockey games, and they give us a chance to win every night by the way they play. And now what's happening is that they're impacting the rest of the group to play that way, which becomes an easier sell for me.
Ken, Leon is humble when asked about his accolades this season, but how much more profound is it to have him get 100 points and be close to 50 goals in front of his dad here?
Well, I think his dad's proud of him. I think, it's been good having his dad around. It's another coach, and you get to bounce stuff off each other. And, he's in between jobs right now, so, he's getting his hockey fix from being around us, whether it's looking at video with us or looking at tech programs that we've given him and stuff like that. So I think it's been good for both parties. We enjoy having him around here, quite frankly.
Ken, just on the topic of 100 points and individual success throughout the league, 2 seasons ago, Connor McDavid was the only player to reach 100 points. Now we're seeing more individual players with more points and more goals, and scoring's up across the league. Why is that transition happening?
Because the rosters have changed. The style of roster has changed. I think it's the third and fourth line. The makeup of the third and fourth line has changed dramatically. It used to be role players, specialty players. It's not like that. They're actual lines. So now there's more force offensively coming at you. So it changed. It's really been a kind of a 2 or 3 year process. But you see fourth lines that stay together all year, create chemistry. Third lines used to be checking lines. Now they're offensive lines. So the whole makeup of the teams have changed, and you see some teams that are way ahead of the curve there. You look at a team like Tampa, or you look at a team like Washington. They're getting significant play from those lines, and I think that's added to the mix. And I think it's opened up space for your top 6 players too. But it's the way the game's going now, and I don't think it's going to change.
Milan Lucic, he plays every game. We've been beating Toby Reeder to death, but Milan hasn't scored either. What do you see?
It's interesting because at the end of the day, he gets rush attack chances, and I think he's too impatient to get, and we've talked to him about this. He's too impatient to not hang around the scoring areas. He's got too much of a conscience. He spends some time being worried about getting scored on, so he doesn't hang in the scoring areas long enough. He gets back on defense too quick, and to me, we want him to hang around the net, hang around the red zone area, the blue paint area a little bit longer. I think also, in fairness to him, is he's a pretty good power play guy, but we're getting 1 power play a game, and I think he would score more if we had more power plays. And I don't know why we're only getting 1 power play, but he doesn't get any power play time. He plays 11, 12 minutes a game, and it's all 5-on-5 time. And he's a good net front presence. He's got a good stick. He gets the stick on pucks. He's more than willing to screen the goalie, but we don't give him any time there, and he doesn't get any time.
And you see Chase on more as a first power play guy.
Yeah, and because of the way our power play runs through the left shots, we need a right shot there. That position that Luch plays has to be a right shot on that first unit.
And you're having further down the lineup, though. Would he do more if he was further up, or is it the old chicken and egg? If you start scoring, we'll play it with better people.
Well, I like him with big body guys. So to me, Brodziak's a big body guy. We'll probably put a line that's going to be a big body line tomorrow. I like when Luch plays with big body because he bangs, and he did what he did yesterday. Every shift they had in the second and third period, they controlled the boards, they played in the zone. That's what I like about him. I think he brings that down-low presence, but you got to have size to play that game. And he seems to play better with guys like Brodziak, Cassian, or even Ryder, who plays that way too. You know, like they just play that big game, and I think that's where he's most effective.
He still has some game left in him.
Oh yeah.
We shouldn't still be looking
No, I mean
at the stats and say, okay, he's gone from 20 goals to 10 goals to 5 goals.
I don't think those numbers are relevant. I think there's guys that are just as they have the same numbers that are effective players like he is. Like I know 5 or 6 players that are similar to him, similar style players. Well, I think, yeah, Backus is a guy like that. You know, Andrew Ladd, when he was healthy, was a guy like that. They don't have the numbers they once had, but they still have a major impact in the game. Like, you go talk to the opposition, and I guarantee you they circle Milan's name. They got to get out of the way, or they got to avoid it, because he puts fear in people, and you see it in the way they get rid of pucks, and he sets the table for us. So, you know, is he going to score 30 goals again or 25 goals again? I don't know. But I can tell you one thing, he has an impact in the game because he scares the heck out of people.
Your situation, I don't know if you're in, quote, limbo, or how do you see your situation?
I see it the same as we did before. This is a very unique situation for all of us. We're going to coach our butts off until the end of the year, and then it's going to be 100% in somebody else's court. You know, they're going to make a decision on what they want to do from a general manager standpoint, and then that's the pecking order is the general manager gets to hire whatever he wants to do. And so we're just coaching to the end of the year and trying to get every ounce we can out of it and stay in the fight here. I love the way the team's playing right now, and I feel they're like the players do. We don't want the season to end. We're playing well, and we don't want it to end.
You do still have that advisory thing that traveled with you.
Yeah, it seems to go with that forever.
So you can, even if you're not the coach, you'll still be working for the Oilers.
Well, I want to help here, and so again, but it's up to the general manager. It's up to whatever they decide. I mean, if they want whatever they want, they're going to have to make that decision. So it's kind of in someone else's hands. Everybody's coaching career is in someone else's hands, and we'll find out after Bob hires the general manager.
But are you comfortable with that it could be until
Look,
June,
I don't care. I don't care. I just want to help the Oilers. You know, I came here for the right reasons, and the more I stay here, the more I feel like all I want to do is help the team. So whatever they want me to do, if I can help the team, that's what I want to do. So wherever they think I fit, I'm more than willing to help.
Have you thought of, since Reeder has not scored a goal all year, playing with Connor?
I find myself, I find myself getting more and more anxious because you want it for him so bad. I find it exasperating for me because I've never seen a guy not score and get so many scoring chances. I've never seen a guy who, you know, he had 4 or 5 shots on goal yesterday. He had 3 missed shots. You're not talking about a guy getting 1 and 2 shots. You're talking a guy getting 6, 7, 8, you know, shot attempts at the net. And so I find myself, I'm like the players, I'm getting anxious on the bench here too. So somewhere one's got to go off his butt somewhere, and then let's get on with it.
You were in Dallas, Nikushkin. What's happened to him? He doesn't even get near the net.
Yeah, well, I think there's a triple clutch going on there. Like it's amazing. It becomes mental, and you see it with people. I know there's, and I think the players consciously read stuff because they see long droughts behind their name and hasn't scored in 2 months or hasn't scored in 3 months, and guys get pretty worked up about it. They get pretty worried about it.